question is, do we have it in us today to not have a desync because of the wrong version?
Well, I guess Alexander's calling the FBI on us, and he's telling us to storm the Capitol.
Well, I put it in the right place, so.
That's what she said.
Oh, we've got 9 people here.
What the fuck is going on?
You?
Did Hydra break?
Did you get
Possible?
censored by your antivirus?
Well, it goes open Starcraft executable, but then it doesn't load.
I have
Like,
reached
window.
93.
Bye!
What the
Well,
fuck?
okay.
Who's hosting?
I will in a sec. Hold on. Let's see.
Whoa. Oh. Okay, well, that was weird. Okay. Just fucking this to make sure it's not been deleted by fucking whatever. Windows. No, it's not been deleted. Okay, now it's working.
Now,
Okay, that was
clearly,
weird.
do we have to go to this force? Come on now.
Oh, yes. That's funny as hell.
I really wish I could access the options from the actual menu instead of having to enter the game before I can access options.
You and me both.
That's a really psychotic fucking. Why is the music so loud? Okay. Like, I feel like the music gets louder every time I start the game. Okay. So now I go back to multiplayer.
Oh, this map that probably doesn't have observe on defeat, so when we're actually defeated, we'll have to get vision and all that.
Oh yeah, I need to turn on Radman. Oops.
Fine.
We got Ultralisk planning sabotage on Volca.
Who's on my frauds?
Don, obviously. I don't know if you're actually joining
Hello.
us, Hoop. You haven't said
Yeah.
anything the entire time you were here, but hi.
Hi, I will try.
Well,
Okay.
you gotta beat Bailiff.
Radman
also.
is active.
Oh, never mind, Bailiff, I'll beat you, actually.
Destroyed.
Only frauds.
That would be our version, anyway.
I see no game.
Do you have Radman running? I mean, the game's full
Sure,
anyway, but...
Oh, well, that could be why.
No, it would still show up. It would just say 8 out of 8.
$5 is my only frauds.
Let's see what happens today, boys. See how epic it gets. Let's see if Ultralisk correctly downloaded this version.
Viridian Hills. This is like my oldest map.
Yeah, I'm not going to necessarily say this is going to be an epic match, but it might be an epic match. I haven't played.
Oh, wait, I know this map.
Yeah.
Oh, this map.
This is.
yeah.
I think the last time we played this map was. Wait.
I just probably an old Hydra.
No, this is
Are we
2v2.
Well, your vision triggers revealed red and blue for me.
Yeah, for me too.
I have
Oh,
red and blue. See it, nerds.
Yeah.
well, fuck.
Yeah, I can also see red and blue, and I remember reporting this bug.
Ghost.
in-
He left.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what?
I don't even know what version that was since I had to download it.
Well, why don't you send me the latest version? Post the latest version in Fraud Nights, and I'll just grab it. And
I think that was a very old version because I remember that bug.
well, that's what I downloaded from the Mega. So
SMH.
And maybe I fucked something up. Why are you fucking with SCM draft now? Fucking Windows. What the fuck? Let me open SCM draft, please.
utterly dominated.
Oh, I haven't opened a CM draft in a long time. I have to create a Hydra profile.
Ah, shit. Well, let's play a 4v4 in that case, and we'll just wait for whoever.
Maybe I'll watch since I need to fucking fix
Yeah,
this
that's
stupid
fine.
shit.
Explain your names. That's really unreadable. I can't tell how you spell it.
Bye. Hey, you know who I am.
Yeah, you're the wave emoji.
Yo,
Yeah.
Vic rejoined.
You did that show, yeah.
The only one who's changed from the last game was Don. So yeah, Vic, leave and rejoin so that you can swap teams with Folka.
Do I really want to swap? I don't know.
Do you want to be on a team with me, Kian, and Alexander?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let the man have his dreams.
All right, boys.
Now I get a Foca.
We good?
We Foca.
Yeah.
Hope so.
All right, let's fucking go.
Let Foca go, I agree.
Massing Pazuzus. Classic lag. Just like 1998.
Oh, this map. Oh wait, no, this is a new map. I haven't played this.
Every time someone does that, I think they're dropping.
Yeah, I think that might be why they did it, to be honest.
It's like a secret strategy. They think you're not gonna read it, you're just gonna leave.
I mean, I almost do what you do.
Wait, I haven't played in months. Expect anything from?
Every time I play this game, I think I haven't played in months, but it's just because I'm bad.
Can't all be frauds. You've been more on those lists.
CM draft is on.
Okay. Oh well, I'm fucked.
Oh no, that is currently broken in the current version I have too. What the fuck?
Incredible.
It was working at some point, I don't know how.
Fucking boring.
And I don't think I would have changed it. I don't know why I would.
This is actually a very nice map. Who made this?
It's Bailiff Falls.
Not bad though.
Thanks.
I'm getting bullied by Fraudcraft. You can help me.
Who are you?
I'm yellow.
I saw that Ultralisk, you prankster.
What? I assure you, I have nothing else.
Okay. So Viridian Hill is now updated on the Mega Outpost into, should I post it in Fraud Nights?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. That should be a fixed version.
No. Okay, I see what you mean.
You should just put down like 6 turrets. I don't know why you're so lazy with that right now.
Well, I have exactly 5 right now.
Also watch for nukes.
Nuke thrower.
Are you gonna be okay? That's not promising.
I got a nuke going down there, guys.
I don't know who you are. Oh.
I'm bottom zone.
Yeah, you have a hole, so that would explain it. I would have just moved your units sooner there.
Oh, crap.
It seems like everyone's being hardcore harassed.
So you're going down on my mineral line. I moved those back bullets away.
Ultra, how are you able to see up there?
You can't, I think.
That's a bug with nukes then.
I guess I'm not blind, you can't actually see that.
Yeah, you're supposed to have active vision, so something bugged. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, maybe that is a vanilla interaction. I mean, nukes are almost like never used conventionally, so.
So maybe no one just figured it out.
Yeah.
What is the fuck is this?
Hey, you see him. You had a combat unit right there, you could have just skimmed and killed him, but whatever.
I didn't see. Where's the ghost?
I pinged it, and it's visible
Yeah,
on the minimap.
I saw the dot, but not the ghost.
What the fuck? I can see it in there. I mean, is there an enemy? Is there anything there?
Yes, dude. Why would I lie?
Because you're you.
Okay.
Don't mind me, just making sure you don't have this.
Okay, focus, wait for my reinforcements and forward wing.
Why don't you just siege your tanks like a non-derp?
Oh, okay, you have this right. Okay, never mind.
This map is so epically big. Like, what does that even mean?
That's what she says.
That's not even fair that you can do that without vision.
I'm not even sure how you'd be able to stop it, though. Like, how we'd be able to code it.
There he is.
What the fuck is for this much production? Oh, artists. Okay. We have change coming towards you at the bottom. Blue. I'm not sure who you are, but yeah. Yeah, I'm coming. Just do doing fine without you though.
Yeah, this is predictable.
Yeah, 10. I mean, again, what did you expect?
Well, I have had literally no support, so I don't know.
Drop ships, yeah, I can see them. They're going in your base, though. Also supply block. No, you're not dead.
The Wendigo army, by the way.
I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yeah? What would you like me to help you with, dude? Yeah, I mean, the counter was the army of Panoptises that just suicided into the enemy, unfortunately.
There's
How did they,
on the left side.
when did they even suicide? Oh, through the other army.
I'm actually so quite well. So there's nothing up here.
Yeah. See you, boys. What's up, Terran Dominion? Yeah, that was the first game that we streamed.
You can't give me a death stand expecting not to use it.
No, I was just the only person actually playing that game is all. That's the reason why.
GG.
GG. Oh, Vic was making down cruisers?
Yeah.
Wait, don't kill his cruisers, don't kill his cruisers.
Oh shit. Yeah, Veek's fat.
No, don't kill his cruisers. Leave that alone to me.
Cringe.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Veek is coming with his massive army, by the way.
I literally killed it just now.
Oh.
Yeah. GG.
GG, boys.
Yeah, Phobos might need a bit of nerf. Maybe, I don't know.
Why do you always use like a single game and then suggest balance changes after that?
Oh.
What a triggering behavior.
Because I walked over several bases without resistance.
Again, I was literally the only player
Yeah,
playing the game on my team. GG Ultralisks.
GG Ultra.
GG man.
See you later.
I probably have
yeah,
to be
for-
available.
Well, from what I
I
saw,
just got
it was a
tapped
lot of
hard with the
people-
nukes and I couldn't focus
Yeah,
on
well,
the correct
yeah,
stuff.
basically a lot of people
I had a
were
literal
completely
ring
destroyed by
of
nukes.
overlords detecting every single one of them, and nobody was able to respond. I had to babysit every single fucking player. I scouted the nukes. I said, "Watch out for nukes."
Yeah, but
I
I,
Just
I
straight
didn't
up,
ever
like, I don't know
have
how you guys
army
let that
position,
happen multiple
so-
times.
besides maybe one time. So
Well, yeah, you had a couple Marines over there, but which could have killed the ghosts.
Yeah, I
mean,
didn't
even
see
if,
the ghost
even if the
then.
nuke landed, the ghosts
I
would
pinged
have
the
died.
ghosts very specifically. It's also blue on the minimap, stands out incredibly much. Like if you watch this back, you'll have you'll have no idea how you managed to miss it, man. I promise you, it will look so fucking like ridiculously obvious.
Yeah.
So, especially when I'm calling out that like nukes are coming because I scout the early covert
Well,
ops.
especially that that nuke wasn't even one where he was like actually nuking up like terrain where he shouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
It was so like that wasn't even like a thing where you expect he shouldn't have been able to do it. It actually was one that he should have been able to pull off.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure where the ghost was because the front was secured, so I really didn't.
It wasn't secured. He walked right past.
Yeah, no,
We
there's
had a
nobody had any
turret in the
defenses over there.
bunker with 4 Marines, so
Yeah, it doesn't have the complete range coverage, obviously.
Well, yeah,
the
yeah.
turret
It's a
was on the
wider.
bunker, so
It's a wider opening, so you can't easily.
You would have had the bunker and the actual middle, but you had it hugging your side, not completely
Right.
sealing
Yeah,
the whole
maybe.
thing.
Which means he was able to walk around the other side and then come and nuke you.
Who are we missing?
We're missing 2.
Oh, I'm off for now.
Oh,
I gotta go sleep.
See
Oh,
you,
okay.
dude.
Yeah, good luck,
Thanks
have
for the
fun,
games.
and remember, make capital ships. Bye!
Oh yeah, and Kian is BRBing.
Yo, let me play with AI, dude. I want to team up with him. Oh my god. Ultralisk! What a king!
He managed to make it happen, dude.
3 in.
All right. I guess we're rolling with this setup. We'll see how
Let's
we
see
have,
if
we have
Polar
the
Fortress
union.
works.
We have the union of the 2v2 haters in the bottom left. That's a good team. They
There
hate
you
they hate or sorry, the FFA haters. They hate the FFA. They hate it. So they'll bond together. They'll be very happy. Meanwhile, we got Folka with the AI. We got 3-in thrower, and we got Bowave Lothal. So let's do it. Hey, you can't set your race. No. Go back and random that slot right now, mister.
I see you.
All right, let's go. Watch, he'll get Protoss anyway. It won't
I'm
even
gonna
matter.
get Zerg.
Then we'll see CMU, so it'll be great.
So don't build anything that shoots lots of bullets.
No, that's what you have to do so that you tilt. Oh, Folka's not playing his Protoss, so he can't get no stormed. Storm blocked.
Storm block.
Did already.
It always feels so bad to scout with a worker as Zerg, but on that map, like, the distances are vast enough that it feels like if I scout with an Overlord, I could lose it.
Yeah, you just immediately lose it.
Well, I could if I'm not, like, on the ball. I probably should have just in retrospect, but then when I scouted with the worker, I didn't see anybody's strat until way too late. So. Well, I guess I called the Ultras out because I scouted him for...
Nice Overlord.
Topical. I found a Veek. What's up, Veek? See you, nerd.
You will not believe this gas pathing. It's so autism, I can't even get 4 drones to saturate it. Look at this. Look at this result.
Why? Why is it doing that? I don't understand.
It's because you have it at a hard right angle. That's a...
I see.
That's why. It's okay, you didn't want gas anyway. You just want Zerglings, right?
God.
Well, I'll have to fix that. No one's reported that before.
How come I'm tilted already?
I knew this moment would come, and I made sure not to report it so that I could tilt you.
Tilt activated.
I'm going out for a little bit. You want the TV to watch it?
I found a hoop starport.
What? Really?
Dude, hey, you can't. What are you sneaking over here, Alexander? I see you. You just lazily followed my probe into hoop space just to fucking save on scouting APM, you fucker. I know your strat. Alright, I'll lead the way. Up we go.
Oh, they have circuits already.
Oh, who's that white player?
That's Zeker.
Clutch. Legit clutch.
Yep.
Not for long. Get over here, Beak. Ah! See ya, nerd.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Hey, you can't attack my probe. Rude. Oh, this is the AI.
Yep. I take no responsibility for that, man. But I do for mine!
Rude. Did you at least get V?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
It was glorious. Oh, that's who you're talking
Actually,
about.
everyone is killing my overlords. Annoying.
That's who you're mentioning, okay. I see.
Wow.
You have not enough minerals.
Can my ally stop harassing me with their own buildings? Oh, see ya, nerd.
I'll give you a little kiss if you want.
Holy range.
Ah. Ah.
You must construct additional power.
Hi.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Traded. Worth.
Just hoping he gets supply blocked.
Dude, you gotta watch that choke, bro.
Need to make sure he doesn't annihilate me from the high ground here.
You have not enough.
This man is harassing my own natural with his drones.
The Templar march.
There's no way up there, right? Yeah. I forget this map.
I made this map. I forget
Wow.
this map.
I haven't played it in a long time.
Hey, you can't hoop thrower me. Oh. Okay, bye, hoop. Nice knowing you.
You have not enough minerals. Transmit. Initiated. The Templar march.
Okay.
Noodlings fly now?
Have you been veeked?
Certainly sounds like it.
And that's metagaming.
No, that's just knowing your audience. Okay? Every good
Yeah, but he just told everyone what am I doing, so...
don't complain about that, bro. It's just the way of the game.
You've not enough
The way of the FFA.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Hey, you can't do that. I was king of the hill.
How may I aid you? With pride. The Templar await. I abide. With pride.
Nice overlord!
May I aid you? With pride. The Templar await. With pride.
Nice ally, where is he? Oh yeah.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. 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 Not enough minerals.
Holy shit, how did I spend all that money so fast?
How may I aid you? I abide. The Templar march. Legion, set us loose. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. In your name.
I've been captivated.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your steward has arrived. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Additional pylons. We are Legion!
Simulacrum supply blocking me.
Upgrade complete. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough. Lead us to glory. Lead us to glory. Your steward has arrived. We long for combat, for ire. How may I aid you? Your servant. In your name. For combat.
Or as we like to say, nice space nap.
You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals.
Look at this goofball. Look at this goofy ass homie.
FFA.
FFA.
Why aren't actually visible when you attack?
They are? They're probably bugged in some way, but... Oh, hey, I just got Teal's units in the mix. Hey, thanks for the help, whoever's got those broodlisks.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Lead us to glory.
No, I can't see them. That's
It's very, very brief because they attack
no.
so...
Usually, no, I can. But when you are attacking buildings, I cannot, which is weird.
No, it's definitely just like a weird, inconsistent behavior. Because of the... I've seen it, like, your units automatically hone in on them before.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. I abide.
Oh shit. You're gonna be attacked.
Nah, he's desynced. He just got fucked.
Oh.
We are under attack.
See ya, bye!
Upgrade complete.
We should just kill that AI so that he stops lagging the game, in my opinion.
Require more Vespine gas. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. How may I aid? The Templar awaits. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Lead us to glory!
Valkyries are stealing bags, right?
I don't know what you're saying, what?
Valkyries are stealing bags, right?
It's not that
They're
they're
still
bugged
bugged.
specifically, they just are still limited,
They just
yeah.
have a hard code that, yeah, reduces the number of missiles that they are allowed to fire.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh shit, they actually built the fighters.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Set us loose. We are legion. We are the combat for hire. Warriors have engaged the enemy. We are under attack.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I only pinged.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I know you weren't.
Nice how cannons are like actually useless.
They were pretty good at drawing fire, at least.
Set us loose. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete.
Fucking Meek every time.
Engage the enemy. You've not enough minerals.
Well, I was just counter-attacking Pro, so...
Well, yeah,
Here
me.
is ally.
I never attacked him. Yeah, you.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
But it's fine. I can destroy you now.
Well, I'm dead anyway. So.
I just
Attacking you
annihilated
in
him.
Large
so-
numbers.
I don't know why you're complaining, really. You're just...
Because you annihilated literally my
Incorrect.
entire economy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't understand
I
the
just died. So.
complaining.
Okay, well, good. No, I'm just complaining that cannons never fucking defend against massacre.
Enough minerals.
It's fucking useless most of the time.
Go, my AI brethren!
Yeah, especially against things like Vargas, which actually deal a lot of damage to large units which are building.
Wow, this is starting to get unbearable.
Well, I
Your
was
idea
trying
to AI, bro.
Okay, so
I didn't think it'd be this bad.
Warriors have
Yeah.
engaged the enemy.
oh, and I'm getting counterattacked by Zerg. My army is like way the hell down here, and I can't control them because of the lag.
Upgrade complete. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Well, he's got no upgrades, so he's basically dead
Fire this
anyway.
beam gas.
Five times on Squidward. Well said, Alexander. You are my hero. Don't worry, dude. I got pretty punished with brain dead AI as well.
I think that would be the Wendigo, man. Seems like it.
Okay, my units are getting real confused for some reason.
Upgrade complete.
And as a result, only half my army is actually engaging.
Set us loose. We love the combat.
Hey, why are you not mining over here?
Because I
Stop them.
I'm
I'm not playing anymore, so I'm just looking at.
That's what I was complaining about.
What's undergoing.
Because within like 10 seconds, every probe I owned was dead.
Yeah, I attacked Hoop and then Pro just annihilated like pretty much everything I had with Barhead.
Guess I should have just attacked with him then and destroyed you completely, because apparently if I don't do that in every game, like you always complain about me focusing you, and then you always do that to me every game I don't focus you, so.
Well, you just complained that I attacked you, so I shouldn't just avoid attacking you on purpose. That's not how the game works.
Well, no, what I'm
I
saying
attacked Pro and he just...
every time you do some kind of cheese, I destroy every probe you own with something that you can't fight, like stop.
Yeah, the thing is, I was attacking Pro and he just chased my army, so I had to go for you instead. So... it just happened to be his ally.
We gotta get ready over here, Balethal. There's a large Zergier force coming.
Well, unfortunately, I can't. Like, I have nothing.
Well, you should re-expand.
He's too busy trying to kill me.
Well, because you keep fucking me and blowing up my expansions. Otherwise, my economy would be fine. Yeah, you blew up my expo. You blew up my nat.
Yeah, so the AI can respond to when I attack them, but for some reason human-controlled units can't. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Upgrade complete.
You're welcome. I'm sure you didn't need that. Stream sniping Vika,
Huh? I'm just like... that was all my units, so... I didn't even know what... I don't know. I didn't even know what are you complaining about, really.
You just said you were... Didn't you just say you were watching the stream?
No, I said I wanted to watch what Alexander is doing.
Oh. I misheard Alexander for stream.
Lead us to glory.
But yeah, I guess I can just watch the stream then.
See ya. Oh, I've been had.
We are Legion.
If you're interested at all, we should probably look into figuring out why bar guests seem to not be working. Because their code is in there for the same thing as DT, so I don't know why they wouldn't.
Combat! I serve! We march! I serve!
I don't see a white texture on minerals.
Yeah. Unless that's like in a specific spot where it's busted because I did something, but I don't know how I would have managed that.
Okay. I see it on the geyser, but that's because TF changed the geyser.
Set us loose!
Oh my goodness. This freaking Zerg.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Lead us to glory! Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. The warriors have engaged the enemy. You require more Vespine gas. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. We long for combat! We march! Lead us to glory! Grant me your will, for
Oh.
Whoa!
See ya.
Got a
Destroyed.
crash.
I blame the AI.
I'm not surprised.
Lagging and crashing.
25 minutes of that. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to play with AI anymore.
Now you've learned your lesson, yeah. So how many people do we have now that,
I'm gonna sit out for a little bit.
Okay, if everybody else is still down for more, that means we have 6.
Yep. I'm good. I can play.
I don't
I
see
think
a
I can
white
play
texture
one more.
on minerals. In this case, it's just that the creep didn't spread underneath them, which is normal. Unless I'm missing something super obvious, but seems normal to me.
Yeah, that's just there isn't creep under them, which
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to. You're not supposed to get creep underneath them.
yeah, it only happens if you accidentally place the mineral fields on top of creep in SCM draft for some reason.
Yeah.
Which I don't get why that's lard code.
Yep. Pretty much.
So, what map are you thinking this time?
Well, we have 6, so it's probably going to be some 3v3 or another. Is there actually a 3v3 scenario? I don't think so, right?
I think you'd have to open the slots on something.
Alexander says he's done for now too.
Oh, then we only have 5.
He's a wave emoji.
See ya, man. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, I can drop 2 so you can play 2 versus 2.
We're gonna do a 3v3 with AI that lag the game until it crashes.
Hey, if he gets back. Or did somebody leave?
No. Oh, it was probably Alexander bailing out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Crispy drone.
You made a crispy drone. That's just a Zerg mineral line after Ahmed. No big deal.
That's right.
Alright, let's play like let's play a 4v4 AI then. See how bad the lag actually gets. Have you guys been able to see lag in player versus player exclusive games? I haven't seen any, so I wouldn't think so.
I don't remember any. At least.
Alright. Well, while I wait for Balethel to pop in here, and just in general, I'm gonna take a quick break because I gotta get some water and all that shit. So I'll be right back.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, same here. Hello.
Alright, I'm back.
Nice. Boop. Player 3. But he's in the player 2 slot.
Nah, dude, it's the secretly player 2 is on the other team. And you're player 4 and I'm player 3.
Then what is Veek? Player 5? Even though he's before him?
Yeah. But should I guess that means man would be player 2. Player 1 would be on the other team.
There you go.
What is
Haha, dog.
random I'm hearing in the background?
Agree.
You.
He's back. Does he have the Sacred 3, as was foretold?
Well, you're not even in slot 3, despite being named player 3. So.
Well, hey, I was just explaining to the guys here that player 1 is on the other team, so you're player 2 and I'm player 3.
I thought you were going to count backwards and say, well, Balethal is player 1, Viki's player 2. Clearly, I am player 3.
That would be a more reasonable way to do it, but...
However, if you look at the order of joining, obviously I joined because I hosted, and then Veek joined, and then Kian joined. So in a way, he's also player 3 there.
Ah, there you go.
So 2 out of 3 ways, he is player 3.
Now, we gotta find 3 ways for him to be player 3.
Well, I guess the third
Otherwise,
one would
it's
be
a mess
his
in a way.
psychotic fucking encountering an invisible player method, I guess, if you want to count that.
224 by 224. An interesting map size. I don't know why I pick that so often.
It's pretty good. It's like between 256 and 192, right? So.
Yep.
I think it's the middle.
Yeah, I think so.
You can see it on my maps. I have the mothership, which is just too big, and I have the radiation hazard, which is too small. So, yeah.
Well, radiation hazard is 160, I think, right?
Yeah, I think you can get away with 192.
Oh, it's 192 by 160,
yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Maybe. I don't know.
You can get away with 192 by 192, but...
For, yeah, 4, or rather 8 players,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure on this point.
I'm pretty sure it's even smaller than that, personally.
Yeah, maybe.
168 by 160. I don't know why you decided to tilt me with 168 by 160, but...
I just needed some additional tiles on borders, if I recall correctly.
Oh, it's because you put Vespene geysers on the edge and then it was like, oh fuck.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Don't build.
I think 192 by 192, you might be able to get away with it for a compact 8-player map, but that's probably the smallest you could go and still keep things reasonable for Hydra's scale.
Yeah, because I think the problem with radiation hazard is, well, especially the extra player who's just like thrown out in the middle of the map is kind of fucked.
It has a confusing layout. People always take the wrong expansion. And
yeah.
It's annoying. It's also super hard to actually defend as the outside player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the outside player should probably have more of a benefit or some sort of way where you can say, oh yeah, there's like a reason to go here, right?
I think there's, if you could reduce the number of entrances to their natural, that would help a lot. Because I think currently they have like 3 different entrances to their natural.
Yeah, they have 2 plus 1 from their main.
Right. So it makes it a lot more difficult for them to defend, given that they're more than likely going to be attacked by multiple players and not be able to be defended by their allies. Like, that's actually a situation where turtling, like, encouraging turtling is probably a good idea. I like how we're playing musical fucking slots.
Yeah. I was watching a little bit of this this game where you guys get bullied by the AI on permafrost. And besides getting attacked in the early game, oh shit. Yeah, see, you can see the Barghest when it attacks. Something is like not consistent about it.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't able to see them when you were attacking my hatchery, so when you were basically sniping it.
Yeah, I guess we could look at that code later, but it's pretty odd that...
Well, I know before we've had issues with like Dark Templar not consistently...
Yeah, it's because the actual change to that is just a straight up gimmick. Like it's like a decloak timer thing or whatever, where it just shares vision of that one unit. So it's like super dumb. I think maybe what might be happening is that the timer for Barghests is just smaller because of their attack speed being quicker. And maybe the reveal timer should just be consistent across all permacloaked units, but I don't know. Like in this game, that you actually kill a bunch of enemy Barghests with Hydras without any detection, so it's like obviously not a consistent issue in terms of like it always happening the same way, but. And then you get Achmeded, vassaled. Destroyed. All right, let's get into the epic. Now the player 3 has successfully taken his correct slot.
Yep.
All right.
Sometimes when I try to correct a probe on my split, it will go through minerals.
Yeah, I don't know why it sometimes decollides like that. Definitely on the tilting side of things.
Because I finally experienced what somebody was talking about before on Alpha Squadron, where if you do that with an SCV, it'll go through the other side of the mineral line to a small gap where it can't get out.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Which is pretty psychotic.
Yeah, it's like not what you're looking for.
Well, I'm leaving. Bye.
Oh, thanks for the games, dude. See ya.
Yep.
I'm going to do what no Protoss has ever done before.
Oh yeah?
I'm going to expand before I build a single production structure.
True madman.
Well, before I build anything besides a pylon, anyway.
I think I did that lately, and then Balathol just trashed me. By an accident.
Yeah, well, yeah. I just,
He has a
rush
sixth
whoever's
sense
closest.
for some of these things. He senses when you are at your weakest, and then he strikes.
Yeah, it's super interesting how I'm basically attacking Balathol by accident, and he's also attacking me by accident.
Yep. And just
And
destroying
then we
each
just
other.
blame each other, that we focus each other down.
Yeah. Oh, I was so low APM that last game.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now we got Zergling.
I was doing great until all my probes were deleted.
Well, you had only one expo, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing great until Pro sniped my casualty.
Well, I was trying to grab another expo, but there isn't. It's not very easy to grab another expo.
Yeah, I don't really think this map has a very great expansion design.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Because basically I had to wipe out the Zerg in order to actually get an expansion, because otherwise it would just immediately be destroyed. Which is exactly what happened when I tried to take another expansion. It immediately got destroyed.
Alright, I scouted 2 Zergs. I think they both had Lings, but I don't remember actually.
I didn't scout because I forgot. So I am sending scout now.
Well, you can scout the bottom then.
I need additional pylons.
I'm gonna hear it in my sleep when I'm like 80.
When you have Alzheimer's and you're like, oh, pylons. And your family's like, holy shit, he's speaking. He hasn't spoken for years. What are the pylons? What do they mean? I need more.
So yeah, like I'm so old I sound just like Tassadar.
Damn you, Aldaris.
Oh shit, I got annihilated by yellow. I didn't get to see what it was.
Fucking grab my grandchild and recite the Overmind's opening lines from the first Zerg mission.
Awaken my
child, and know that you have been created to serve me.
And how my Alzheimer's patient of an uncle started a cult.
So yellow's gonna attack somebody, but he hasn't appeared for some reason. He had a lot of units.
Dude.
He was scouting with his entire army because evidently he had a shitload of units like right in the middle of the map.
I like this eco start, dude. Nice shit right here.
Alright, I'm going for the epic shuttle drops.
Envoy! It's not as epic as saying witness over and over again. But
Oh shit, vassal.
Yeah, witness is actually epic.
God damn it, it attacked in the one spot where I don't have cannons, you asshole. There you go, die cannons.
Just collapse on it.
Yeah, that's also... I mean, that's one of the weaknesses of static defense is that you can move it, but now you actually can, and then you have to...
well, the Protoss can't, but everything else, yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's broken.
Well, I got attacked by both white and yellow, and surprisingly did pretty well against them because it was like bio and robotic.
Ammo.
Okay, I'm gonna conserve on spending for a bit. I'm setting up my third. Except S357, this is a mod for Brood War. You can type !Hydra in the chat to see what's up with it. It's pretty epic. Check it out.
Hey, my expo finished.
Right now we're fighting against some AI. They're not your garden variety AI.
Not enough minerals.
You might die.
Yeah. So they put me on the defensive, but they haven't actually done any real damage to me, so I guess that's good.
My base layout could use some work, to be honest.
Trying really hard to shut down this guy's mineral line.
How's it work?
I've done some considerable damage, but it doesn't feel like it anymore, so I gotta pull back.
Well, it's because they're so good at fucking bouncing back. Forge going.
Not enough minerals.
Is that a fucking crow? Ah!
Thank you very much, Kind Stoner King, or KND, or whatever the hell your name was. I couldn't read it because I was too busy changing the overlay, but appreciate the follow. What's up, dude? Alright, I'm gonna start rocking on these Zerg over here. I think I've got a pretty good comp to deal with them.
I'm gonna get crap on this profile.
I should have gotten idols earlier, but...
I'm gonna try to attack and see how that goes.
Upgrade complete.
In the meantime, I should probably add a few more photon cannons while my army's out.
Yeah, nothing like being paranoid over that. Make you start slapping down more cannons. Keep on the oh wait, 28. Oh, I didn't
Your
get that.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
That's the one thing I thought I got. Ranked, of course. Of course. I should have enough cannons here.
You must construct additional pylons. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I think I should be able to complete the steamroll here.
I'm coming.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I think there should be some staggered spaces between these solar doodads here.
Oh, yeah? Oh, so you move through them instead of having to go around.
A little messy.
I see.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Trying to carve out some space over here.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
And now things are slowing down again.
Yeah, they've been a little staggered, unfortunately. Are there bases in the top middle and bottom middle? I forget. Like,
Yes.
oh yeah, I
there
see
are.
one on the bottom.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
No, they don't have too many upgrades, thankfully.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete.
Oh, no fucking Vespine gas.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I haven't really been able to attack because they just have constant giant armies everywhere.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Your warriors
I haven't felt that
engaged
much
the
pressure
enemy.
myself, so.
Yeah, it's just yellow has like a million Marines all the time.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I think I've pretty much killed orange, so. Veek, I think, has brown under control, so as long as you guys have that bottom half of the map okay.
I might need some help.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm in a horrible position to try to trade you, unfortunately. Or try to help you.
Complete.
I'm gonna send some units down there, but I'm not sure how much of a difference it's gonna make.
Yeah, Veek, if you can actually pivot some of your Marines, like you have some idling in my base for some reason, that would probably be the best option.
I really have no idea how they ended up there. Yeah, but it will take a while actually.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty big.
Other thing that might work is if you take your attack force and just like attack move it in this general direction so that we start hitting their other base as well.
Yeah, I was intending to do that, but they are actually stopping me.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm gonna grab a couple of bar guests then just for flexibility here. What do I want then?
You require minus one gas.
Don't really have much. I guess I can go into some stuff there. I really needed to take my fourth, and I don't think I was able to secure it, unfortunately. Should have taken cannons over here. It's taken 8 years to eviscerate. Alright, I'm gonna send some units down, see what I can do. I'm also gonna need more witnesses.
Oh shit, and a bunch more just showed up.
Classic.
It looks like you have that under control if you can hold them, though. Because Veek's army is on the way. It's pretty close by now.
Yeah, I keep sending units down there. It's just, they're dying.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
There we go. All right. Once I get this base set up, we should be in a better position, I think. Acquisition range for golems needs to go up. Oh, this guy does have a lot of bio, actually.
Oh yeah, yellow?
Yeah. I'm only now seeing some of it, so it's news to me.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Fuck, I think Kian might be dead. I mean, he has the backup base, but that's about it.
Yeah. Managed to evacuate, but...
I have a pretty baller forest, but it's getting split right now.
It's really hard to traverse through. The terrain is pretty much splitting my army.
Yeah, I don't know why the pathfinding is like really bad on this map.
Yeah, you obviously need to like block all the...
Yeah, I just don't know how to do that in a way that wouldn't be like looks really fucking retarded.
But I don't think we really have
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete.
Oh, not calculisks.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. You require more Vespine gas.
Got this base over here, but I forgot to get workers for it.
You have not enough minerals. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Somehow I'm actually running out of money.
Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright, I think the Zerg are almost out of the game.
Oh, they're coming for me now.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
They have simulacrums.
Who do?
Why?
My units are getting spun. Just like calling me attack somewhere else for now.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Well, I'm cleaning up the guys at my entrance, actually, but not sure how much longer that's gonna go for.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Getting my 5th.
Getting height advantage by dragoons.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Holy shit, I can't believe you guys are still alive. Alright, making my move again. Hopefully this time is a bit better. Actually, I haven't built simulacrums in a long time. I'm doing another round of them now, but it's pretty funny to me.
You require more Vespine gas. Your warriors have engaged.
Yeah, that's also why you get a lot of value from their cost. They just duplicate a lot.
Might have to break out the big guns for this one.
I was thinking the same thing. Question is if I'll last long enough to get it out.
They're coming down on you over there.
Yeah, they are.
I'm launching a counterattack, but since I'm literally halfway across the map, or the entire way across the map from this player in particular, it might be a while.
I'm coming.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
He's kind of ignoring the Terran. It doesn't seem like he's that impactful at this point.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
So that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass later.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm sure I will eventually kill this base.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Well, I managed to survive with probes until my Kanata came in.
Amazing.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm trying to keep the fucking guys back, but I lost like the whole fucking probably 100 supply army to them.
Yeah, this is a major issue with this map. As you can see, my entire army is stuck trying to path to White's base. Because it is possible.
You basically have to babysit every control group you have, and probably, I mean, every
I need some like fucking, just some like.
I mean, it wouldn't be that for a map. You already have unlimited selection, because then you just shift click with your army.
No, it would still be bad actually.
It still would be annoying because you would have to babysit it. Now it's just unbearable.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, I need to look into how to like fix this map so it's not.
It's actually super easy if you know how to do it. You just basically move the tiles. Like, it's okay if the sprite tiles, if the sprite, the doodads that have the sprite sticking up out of them in globes, if they have something that basically like keeps them from, what do you call it? Like, they're up one tile, it's still okay because the globe blocks the vision of the tile hole, so
That's it.
that's what I would do.
I don't know why, but you have simulacrums in my base.
They
I
probably
wanted
got
you to be able to
confused.
look at
That
them
happens a
in
lot.
case you got bored or something.
Alright, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
It's not like I'm not seeing them a lot lately.
Yeah, I know they're a very rare unit.
Yeah. True.
Oh shit, I forgot you can close buildings now. That looks psychotic.
Engage the enemy.
What can you do?
Just look over here.
Ow! Yeah, and you can also cloak your arbiter, which is just super amazing for certain strats.
Yeah, it looks like we should have this one in the bag. Especially now that I've gotten most of my units out of that hole.
Hey, can you believe I actually have upgrades?
Yeah, how many?
3-3.
Try 4-4, bro.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
That's pretty close. I really hate how you have to babysit each worker with each building. It's very actually that they block themselves.
Oh, you mean like if you're building in a mineral line or something?
Yeah, if you generally build a lot of buildings in one area, then your cities will block each other. And you also have to babysit each individual worker to actually build multiple buildings.
We are Legion! We are Legion! We are Legion!
Whatever this AI build is, it never built a single armory because it still had 0/0 upgrades. Did my vortex of simulacrums. Oh, 4, 3, 5.
I clicked Steam. I'm not sure if that's related.
You what?
I can't believe we crashed, as you said, a storm of simulacrums.
There's a vortex, yeah.
So the thing is, I clicked T for Steam Pack and it crashed, but I'm not sure if it's related.
Well, I'll be able to tell you when I take a look at this error report. So hold on one sec. What's up, Exothermic? Our Legionnaires just voided out Zealots. Legionnaires have an ability where if you tag a unit with a Legionnaire, other Legionnaires can teleport directly to it for, within 3 range. And they're actually weaker than Zealots, but they move faster, and they deal less damage, and they have less HP. They cost less. They're 75 minerals in one supply instead of 100 minerals.
They're cheaper, and then they can teleport.
Yeah, that's the passive. So they're actually like overall less effective in terms of raw like dueling, but if you are able to micro them, they're also super effective against other units that rely on being able to kite backwards or whatever, and since they just negate that ability completely by perpetually teleporting to them.
Oh, it's AI training normal, so it's unrelated.
AI training normal. I wonder what that would have been. Yeah, so there's like a couple of like leftover AI crashes. That doesn't really make any sense to me because we only had Terran and Protoss left, so I guess it must be related to something to do with simulacrums, but it's a bit odd. Unless maybe there were Zergs in like a Zerg in a corner somewhere, but I think I wiped them all out pretty well, so. I think we still only have 4. Unless Folka's here to play, but he's still AFK, it looks like. Oh shit. Dude, that crispy drone guy actually filled out the literacy check. Can you believe it?
So he's not illiterate?
I like how that new guy says that he was playing Warcraft 3 a lot, and then he says that he's competitive. That's really interesting.
Well, he said later on he discovered Brood War and liked it more or something,
Yeah,
so...
No, he said he wasn't ever part of a community, so I'm not sure if that's related then.
Never been a part of it. Well, yeah,
oh, he's a
I
coach
don't
in
even know what that
CPL.
means.
Okay. Yeah, so I know what he's talking about there. Abstract Daddy says, "What's this literacy check? LOL." So when you join my Discord server via the link in either the Twitch panel or the YouTube description, you immediately get put into a literacy checking bouncer boy channel, and you have to fill out a form that literally everybody else has filled out up until this point. And so many people don't check pinned for the template or get like the obvious like peer thing where it's like, oh yeah, other people are filling this out, so people will join and then they won't fill anything out. They'll not leave the server. They stay in the server, but they just don't write. They don't fill out the form. They think I guess they think the whole server is just that. It's just the literacy checking bouncer boy. But it lives up to its name. It checks if you're literate enough.
Can you read? The answer is usually no, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like at least 50-50, but usually more than not. Oh, I just realized, by the way, that this whole time the Discord overlay hasn't been on. Despite are we still in the bullying corner? That's probably why. Oh, we are. No wonder. Just move everybody up. Okay. Now we're all here.
Wait, so what's the difference?
Only one of them is keyed to actually work with the Discord overlay plugin for OBS.
Careful if you click that link, you get 10 years.
I get what?
10 years in prison for streaming copyrighted content.
Okay, well, thankfully I don't have links on autoplay, so. Oh, it's just some anime cartoon, dude. Childhood anime. Okay. Folka joined but hasn't talked, so I don't know what's up with him. Folka, you there? You playing? You down, homie? You awake? You? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I guess he's not here, so we'll just do another 4v4 AI and suffer the lag.
You're trying to go up against the challenge of 4 simulacrum AI.
What a fucking insane experience.
Oh, let's do that, actually.
Have you not done that yet, V?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I did, but you didn't.
I did. Several
Oh,
times.
you played with me. One time at least. I think I've only played once. But, still not happy about it. So, simulacrums, are they considered small units?
Yep.
Okay.
They sure are. Oh, Folka just bailed now. See you, nerd. Oh shit!
Mass Hierophant is the answer.
Dude, we went from having a crispy drone to an abstract daddy.
There you go.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, or I guess you could go. Well, no. See, the problem with Legionnaires is going to be there's just going to be too many fucking simulacrum. And the splitting isn't even the major issue. It's just the fact that they'll arrive already with a billion simulacrum.
Yeah, listen. When we get in this, things are gonna be gnarly.
So build Hierophants as fast as possible. That's pretty much the only thing I can think of. Being like,
Let's fucking go, dude. Let's see what happens when we attempt to become God Slayers. So for anybody who isn't aware of how simulacrums appear, or what they actually do, they are these tiny crawler units that basically they go into territory that you've never experienced before in your life, where if you attack a unit, they split into another copy, which inherits the shields, HP, any status effects, so like plague or whatever. So there are definitely ways to counter them. There are definitely ways to handle them. But you still don't know how truly terrifying it is to go up against an AI like this team of 4 AI, where there's just straight up like non-stop simulacrums from the beginning of time, because they all do the same build and they all spam simulacrums. So we are about to experience that right now.
They all do this simulation build.
Yes, it's a simulant swarm build.
I mean, do you even really need to scout them? You already know what you're in for.
Yeah, you already know what's about to happen. Good practice, though. Good practice. Under normal circumstances, I would say go for it. But here, we need to keep our fucking wits about us. We need to keep all of our APM on board. Everything needs to go towards defeating these fucking simulacrums.
I'm going Lucas.
That's a good idea. I could have gone idols, I guess, now that I think about it. They trade well because they take a long time to die. But I'm gonna go, since I rolled Protoss, I'm just gonna go
I'm gonna try to start early by holding this choke with bio, and I'm gonna tech into air.
Yeah, it's not a bad move. I'm just gonna go straight to Cybercore when I have the money. And go for Hierophants. Hey, Balefal, since you're in like the safer position, if you want to transition out of that early game gateway build into something more like more your style, feel free, because I can do the same.
Doing air, yeah.
Something like
later
that,
on, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you feel like doing. Really. 'Cause I've already got my Cybercore almost here.
Mine's like a third of the way done.
Yeah. So, it's still good to have something there, for cleanup or whatever. But.
Yeah.
I noticed there's not really that many expansions for that player, huh?
Yeah, so I was gonna say he can have my bottom expansion.
Oh right, yeah, there's like corner expos. It's like the old Starcraft 2 strat where you put 2 workers on each guy's.
They're coming, I think. At least one of them is.
He's cosplaying as an emissary, an envoy.
Oh no.
They've arrived.
I got my Hierophants almost here, don't worry. I've got double. That's what I can afford right now.
To the firstborn.
You must be careful to not lure them in my main, because I only have defenses in natural.
By your whim, where do the cowards lie?
My Hierophants seem to be convinced that these machines are cowardly, and I agree.
Lead on.
Let's see what we can find if I poke my head in here. Can I expand them?
Oh yeah, dude, what true warrior fights behind the fucking simulacrum, man? Just grab your side blades and get to it.
Light the way. Lead on.
Like, I could see part of the Civil War happening just because some guy was like, oh, what are you building all these fucking robots for?
Lead on. Henceforth, light the way. Henceforth. Lead on. Henceforth.
Oh no.
It is done.
It has begun.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Where do the cowards lie? Henceforth. Hail. Lead on.
Why are there so many?
Hail to the firstborn. It is done. Henceforth. Where do the cowards lie? Lead on. Hail. Light the way. By your will. Wield me. Where do the cowards lie? Henceforth.
Dude, they're so fucking.
Hail to the firstborn.
We got Hierophants coming.
Where do the cowards lie? It is done.
Alright, let's push. We gotta get this guy. Oh, you can't push. I'm not allowing you. Bye.
It's like you can't get down the ramp.
I'm not scaling behind this right now, so.
By your will.
Better do some damage. Oh shit, there's a bunch of...
Yeah, just back up and let him come to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight around that height advantage.
Oh shit, and there's more?
There sure fucking are, dude. We've done a pretty good job about not allowing them to split. I heard one of them earlier. Dude, you know if we did fucking map achievements, that one of the achievements for this map would be don't allow a single simulacrum to split.
That would be psychotic.
That's a brutal achievement right there, man. I'd have to congratulate anyone who pulled that off.
Alright, we're butchering this yellow player.
Yeah, that's good.
We do have some...
this is the very first playthrough that we've ever managed to counterattack. Usually once it begins, that's about it.
I just countered, I just reposted something, so hopefully that works out. almost have a full control group. I saw that guy was damaged.
Oh, there's a bunch of them spinning in the base.
All right, Veek, you've placed your people very incorrectly here. Oh no. Man. Oh fuck.
Where do the cowards lie? By your will. Henceforth. Lead on. It is done. Light the way.
Holy shit.
It is done.
Got some goons in the back. Hold on.
If you can keep me alive a little bit longer, I can start building my tools.
Unfortunately, there's only so many Hierophants that can attack at any given time. Reavers!
Light the way.
No, another wave! Veek, help my base.
Come in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Barghast! Barghast!
To the firstborn.
We got more. Oh, we got a lot more.
I have to hold my right side of my base because Veek keeps on burrowing his lurkers. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
check
over.
my natural, maybe.
Listen, I can't look at your base when I'm busy dying.
Yeah, I also can't defend you and I'm busy dying, so...
That sounds like a personal problem. You gotta pull those Gladiuses back, dude, Micro. Dude, if you can't finish the the Simulacrum's Gladiuses are the worst.
Yeah.
You've just you made them all split.
I'm sorry. I thought I had enough, but
No.
they're so fucking expensive. I think Gladiuses were not the answer, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's time for the epic pushback.
I'm trying to save your nap, but they keep coming.
You're not, your base is safe.
Tell that to the Covenant. Alright, the counter is here. Let's hope it's enough. I'm gonna try to expand past after off of this because I can't really help without more money.
I should be able to camp this choke. I've got more. The battle cruiser is about done. Oh yeah. This should be a cakewalk from here on out.
Don't say that, man. Don't jinx it.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you were saying? Get those battle cruisers over to Veek, dude, before he dies. Just split your battle cruiser group to like 3 on each side. Oh, they've got Reavers. I can't really help him. I just had all my units pop. So you're gonna have to pivot some of those. So otherwise I am dead. I don't want to be like Veek.
Fuck.
Nice space, Veek. I didn't think about it until now, but oh, I can't get this gas. Nice map, ammo. Also help. My main and Nat are both dying. Wow, Veek actually is completely dead. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
No, I just lost all my workers in the Nat.
Fuck, and then you're
plaguing our allies! Why have you done this, Veek?
Sorry.
Look at what you've done! Look, my whole base!
The base is plagued because... Yeah, I don't know why you'd plague them.
What a disaster!
This is getting plagues all over the map.
Save my life.
Well, unfortunately, my Gladiuses have no health, so...
What a fucking play, dude.
I'm dead, so I'm taking the rest of you with me.
Well, sorry.
Oh my god.
We were actually probably winning at that point.
No, we were dead. We were dead, but... that we would have lasted a bit longer. There's a chance. That closed the book. When the fucking battle cruisers just get plagued and die in one hit.
Well, I thought they have enough range to not be plagued. But...
Yeah,
well, the problem is they're literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter how
they
far
have
away
the
you
range
are
to stay afar, but all of the Protoss units here, like the Simulacrums and the Manifolds,
they're gonna get right up on top of them. So.
Yeah, well, you might have been able to save me. Actually, if Belival can survive, maybe I can. I have no probes, so you guys are either gonna have to babysit me or successfully counterattack. You're gonna have to elaborate on the Millennium Falcon units. What are these? Oh, you're talking about the Protoss Gladius, I assume. It has the bouncing projectile, and the projectile can bounce infinitely as long as it's bouncing between unique targets. Like, as long as the projectile hasn't hit the same target, that will successfully bounce. Right side is about to get hit. I can't even use those structures. Yeah, they've got an army pretty much all over the place. We can get like a line of scrimmage with the air support. Might help us here. That was a betrayal. You're right. As long as he's being a dummy.
Very well. I'm waiting.
Oh shit, they're gonna attack my main over here. That's really bad. Okay. Cool.
Well, I'm dead again.
Fuck.
Well, I don't need to be if he moves those battle cruisers, but
try focusing down the probes on your left. Yeah. Oh, Architect just killed us. I mean, killed you, and like...
Okay.
Brutal.
Very well.
Dude. I might have been the Vargas, but that Architect was basic attacking longer than Yamato range.
Yeah, they're siege. Oh fuck, they have a detective. No, just defend Kian with your stuff, since your units are faster than his. He can cover the right side. Cannot create more U.
Oh no. Well, that was coming.
Oh no. It's over. No, I need my probes.
Oh shit.
No, I don't know if Kian's units died or if he retreated, but he fucked me right there.
My battle cruisers melted to a couple of Architects.
On the right?
On the left.
Yeah, you had 3 battle cruisers protecting my base, and you took them away, so now I'm dead.
Yeah, well, I had a bunch of shit about the invade my base.
Cannot create more U.
I can't believe how much damage you're doing with no upgrades. It's insane. Still cannot create more U, of course. Well, at least, you know, it could be worse. I could be V. I could have sabotaged my allies.
Oh, well, that too.
Have they taken this? Oh.
Oh. I'll just reveal the enemy base.
Well, we dropped, but I also got a crash.
Oh, yeah. So did I.
Okay, so it's probably, the crash is probably related to the drop then, as opposed to the drop being, like, is coincidental. That's pretty funny. Well, now we know, don't fight the simulacrum AI.
Hey, actually, the fucking, once I got enough of those Gladiuses, they were actually just popping like shitloads of.
I'm just gonna mention really quickly, those simulacrums were nerfed 2 times already, so they're still pretty good.
I don't think they're in an unhealthy state. I think the simulacrums, ironically, were not even why we lost that game. We lost that game because, like, I basically tried to be the person who drew attention away from everybody, and I misplayed by not expanding and not taking up. The early pressure that I did seemed okay, but I needed to be able to multitask at the same time, and that put me behind. After that, there were a couple of key moments where we lost the game by essentially having like a poor line of scrimmage of the battlecruisers, where like they would fall away or try to attack when like we're also still trying to defend and stuff. Like basically we jumped the gun on the attack a little too much, and at the same time, obviously the plague hit was pretty disastrous because it essentially made sure that I would die to that attack force because the battlecruisers were the only thing protecting me while I was trying to tech up.
Right.
So yeah, there's a couple of things that we screwed up there, but it was mostly like team coordination and stuff. And I don't think it was
But the
related
thing
to
is also,
simulacrums
I
specifically.
tried to defend you, and then I just got attacked by 2 players. So
Yeah,
I
I should have gotten a witness earlier, and I should have had it out on the field scouting that in between area for sure.
Yeah, I think I could have gotten my first battlecruiser out sooner if I had played better, and maybe if we had just been in a slightly better position defensively, those first couple rounds of battlecruisers would have actually pushed us back to an even playing field.
Yeah, there was a bit of a push and pull. Like we tried to do some early shit. Maybe we would have actually been better if we had just played for a stable. Like I over invested in Hierophants, and I thought about this as I was doing it, but I was hoping that it would still be okay. My thinking is because of their low range, they probably don't have like a. They probably have diminishing returns unless the battlefield is open enough, and that map definitely is not open enough for that. Because you can't get them all to target like similar spaced units because of their short range. They can't stack up like you can have like dragoons moving forward to leave room for other dragoons. You can't really do the same thing, at least offensively with Hierophants, because if you're doing that offensively, you're walking like into more units or into some static defense or something.
at that point.
Yeah. So Hierophants are probably really good as like they definitely worked when I had like 4, 5, 6 of them. I was able to pop simulacrums relatively easily without taking too much damage. But after that point, like I basically just need to reinforce the number of Hierophants as opposed to like continuing to build them. That was when I should have probably tech switched or teched up or upgraded or expanded or something economically.
Right. I think it would have been pretty killer if you had switched like gone for a fast robotics authority and thrown some reavers in on the counter side.
Yep. So I was also thinking that I probably should have just gone idle into reaver or something. Like if I was Protoss again in that map, in that position too, I would probably have gone robotics. I just like auto-brained, like autopiloted into Templar tech.
Into gateway, yeah.
So
it was when I did take those battlecruisers up to that left Protoss base, it was really pathetic to see like 200 vassals come just swarming up to my battlecruisers and all getting
just
chopped
popped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am worried a little bit about the fact that like that seems to counter that composition very, very well, and I wonder if maybe the base damage needs to be nerfed further for battlecruisers. It went from 25 to 10, but if you have enough attacks, that's still 50 damage per round, which is twice as much as what you were getting previously. And the other thing is that the attack speed went way up. So maybe I drop it to like 5 because you can get like 2 attacks in the time span of 1. You would still be getting like 50 equivalent DPS or something. Or DPA, damage per attack.
It still feels appropriate because I noticed that if you specifically attack a single unit, it will not do the Monoceros targeting. It only works if you attack move. And their turn speed and acceleration is also feels slower.
I mean,
go ahead.
If you deal like 50 damage and you kill a unit, it's more valuable if you deal, let's say, 20 damage to 5 units. So if you just make it 5, I think it would be weaker than previously. Because then you rely on having a critical mass to pretty much one-shot units.
I think the critical mass side of things, I don't know. The reason why I was thinking 5 is because, let me see, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have modified the base damage without also modifying the damage per upgrade. I presume it's now 10 plus 1 or something. Yeah, it's 10 plus 1. Because I think the attack speed thing is really big, and it feels thematic in its current attack speed. Like, I don't want to nerf the attack speed, because I think it feels pretty good that they attack that fast. But since you can go up to 15 with all the upgrades, that is a factor for me. It's like, if I nerf it to 5, you can go to the current base value with max upgrades. Like, yeah, maybe that's too heavy-handed. I guess it could be like 8 or something.
Well, I guess
the
issue is, yeah, you can get plus 5 damage, but if the enemy gets plus 5 armor, you're back at square one. So, like,
yeah.
In theory...
Well, that's just because upgrades are stupid and should be abolished. That's...
Well, yeah,
that's
but
not really...
In the current situation.
Yeah.
Your upgrade advantage can be taken away, so it's not like you'll always have an upgrade advantage. And in fact, if you're going BCs, which are really expensive, in order to keep competitive with upgrades, you'd have to have a huge economic advantage.
Yeah, I wonder actually. So Veek and I were sort of shadowboxing this the other day. I think it was yesterday. We were talking about like upgrades. What would happen if we just removed upgrades? Like trying to imagine things. Like the main argument before we had all of the new tech and stuff was that, for example, Zealots and Zerglings are balanced such that if you get +1 weapon upgrade differential over the Carapace, you start 2-hitting Zergling. So if you maintain an upgrade advantage over Zerg for that period of time, you have this very, very powerful interaction. However, I think that Veek made a really good counter argument to this in that matters less when you've got like 60 units per race or whatever. Like we don't have that many yet, but like it's getting to the point where we have a ton of units. So the idea that my main counter argument for removing upgrades is that it feels like you have an option now to go into infrastructure to augment your essentially like your combat effectiveness without needing to tech up. If we remove upgrades, that allows you to spend that early money on like the money that you would be spending on upgrades. You can just straight up spend it on more units, more tech, expansion, more infrastructure for like production or whatever. But does that mean that like maybe the response then for players would be that they have to play more, like they have to be more flexible with their tech paths, because upgrades were something that you could use to reduce but not completely eliminate composition deficiencies. Like I've got simulacrums and the enemy's got, obviously not battle cruisers in this case because they destroy them anyway, but something that's decently
like
okay against swarm.
Right? Like if you did something where you stacked armor, the Gladiuses would be significantly less effective. Like you'd have to a lot more of them in order to pop the simulacrums instantly.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing too, though, is there's still a positional, like a technological counter to that, which is just Clarions. Like you get Clarions, and then your simulacrums are harder to pop individually.
I like the idea of removing upgrades. You're encouraging the player to get the most out of the new unit abilities, and to not just rely on getting those upgrades and then having this unkillable force.
I do think that the massive armor upgrades in particular are one of the reasons why tier 1 units get trounced in the late game, is because usually, well, it's not just tier 1 units, but they're like an obvious example of this, is any unit that has low base damage is going to have a tough time scaling against units that already have high base armor and then get a bunch of armor upgrades. Whereas now we can just have it be stable, like at all times you know the power of this unit when attacking the enemy unit, assuming there are no like status effects from abilities or whatever. So assuming it's just like 2 units fighting, you know what the outcome is going to be more often, right? There's that consistency that we're all desiring.
Well, yeah, I think certain units really struggle once the armor upgrades get to a high level, and then there's also the fact that like you don't even scale with attack upgrades consistently, where it's like it's not like they all are upgraded by a static amount or by a specific percentage. It's just differs depending on the weapon, and it's not like different weapons on the same unit can scale off of attack upgrades differently.
And the other thing is that anything that's high attack speed scales off of attack upgrades in a more abstract way as well, because you have
also the cheaper units.
Yeah, like things that are just, you get more or different value depending on the unit, depending on the weapon, depending on the attack speed of the weapon, the price of the unit, the range of the weapon, like all sorts of shit, right? So it definitely adds overhead, and not in a way that's particularly positive.
And it also makes like unit interactions really weird in different stages of the game, which just brings the same issues that upgraded, like normal upgrade.
Yeah, like unit-specific upgrades or whatever it did, yeah.
Well, especially now that there are like 5 stages of upgrades, there's even more stages to worry about how the interactions change.
And if you just don't bother with upgrades for a long while, someone can just have 5 levels above you, or like 4. So...
Yeah, that's like misplay on your part.
Yeah, that's true, but you get
that's
additionally punished for not going upgrade.
It's more so like the concern is more so that like there are very specific units that just get like fucked by upgrades, and basically make it so that you either have to go, like you either have to have an upgrade advantage or you just can't really use those units at some point.
I guess the main resistance I have to the idea of completely removing them is that it will introduce a lot of like stuff that I'm not going to be able to resolve immediately, a lot of overhead with things like I'm going to need to figure out a way to properly rebalance in small but appropriate ways a bunch of units that previously maybe didn't rely on upgrades for effectiveness but scaled better or differently in a way that now needs to be like, I have to figure out how much am I going to roll that into the base unit's strength. Like,
well, yeah, that's going to be an issue, especially with like zealots and stuff, where they kind of rely on upgrades in order to be more effective against.
Yeah, Protoss units in general
conflicts.
scale tier 3 or above units scale a lot better with upgrades, like broadly speaking. I think one of the other things that's something to consider is, so the reason why I was reminded of the whole upgrade thing in the first place is that I saw Kian's battlecruisers destroying a bunch of simulacrums and stuff, even though the Sims had like 2-1-2, like 2 armor, 1 shield, 2 attack. He had no upgrades and he was still completely destroying them. And I was thinking, like, if there were no upgrades at all in the game, this is an interaction I would expect to happen, actually. I would expect this exact thing to happen. And that was almost like what reminded me of it, is because he obviously had no upgrades, right? So
Right.
I thought that was kind of interesting. I wonder, too, if there's anything to make out about the, like, the scaling nature of certain units, because another thing that upgrades helped with was, this is like more of an abstract point, but the build space cost of certain production structures, if they're training only like weak tier 1 units, upgrades allowed the build space cost to still be reasonable. Whereas in the, as you scale up into the mid and late games, if there's no upgrades, you basically exclusively want to rely on tier 2 and 3 units, it feels like. Or basically, you get more value out of having higher tier production structures because of their higher relative power. The difference is the cost of those units and the cost of that infrastructure in the first place is supposed to be the prohibiting factor. If you don't have the economy to support them, then that's where it still pays to have the, like, if you only have like one mining base because one of them gets shut down and the other one runs out of money, now all of a sudden it's a good thing you still have all those barracks, because you can still build a decent number of tier 1 units at the very least to stem the tide while you set up your next base or something. Whereas if you don't have the income to support like 5 captaincies or a bunch of other things, like, that makes sense. So.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something to try for, I guess, before the next Fraudcraft for sure. I will be attempting to slap that in, see what it's like if without upgrades.
Well, I feel like Zerg currently have had a huge buff to like the build, like the efficiency of their build space because of larval colonies.
Yeah.
Because they don't take up very much space, and they still produce the same number of larvae as hatches, although I think it's slower, right?
It's significantly slower, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's still pretty good.
It's definitely a good investment.
Consider space efficiency.
That's one of the reasons I'm thinking maybe the mineral cost should go up slightly to 50 or something. That does kind of hurt them in the early game, but I don't know. The other thing I was thinking about with the Zerg stuff is that they actually have the easiest time getting mass upgrades, because they don't need to get any additional, they don't need to take up any additional build space in order to get advanced upgrade speed, like the greater mutation from the mutation pit.
Right.
However, here's another layer to this. If we decide to go down the route of removing upgrades, and it ends up like, obviously tentatively, I'm just going to remove the upgrades, right? I'm not going to like do anything else. But if we decide to do that, and it's a big hit, and everybody enjoys it, and it's like just healthier for the game in general, and we like adjust some balance stuff, and we fix some things up, that frees up like the Forge, Armory, Future Station, Evolution Chamber, and Mutation Pit. That's 5 unit IDs now that I can use for other things. So,
yeah.
Saying. That means we could have 5
you would
more
probably want to have a Forge-like structure that doesn't knock the utility buildings.
No, they would
purpose.
just be available by default.
Well, yeah, but then what about Observer and Envoy?
Yeah.
Witness, excuse you.
And Witness, whatever. Witness and Envoy, there you go.
I would probably make it so that the Forge would be converted into some other structure, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the Forge would even stay as the unit. Like, I wouldn't even rename it or change it or anything, but it just wouldn't do anything. I don't know.
Well, it would just be like the NG
It would, yeah, it would be a text structure,
for
basically.
Terran. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, that reminds me, we should probably add tooltips for buildings, so we can actually know what, like, which text structure enables what, etc.
I don't know what you mean.
Confusing. So when you mouse over a build button, for example,
He means when they're grayed out.
yeah, you don't really see any info about the building.
Oh, yeah, because it just shows the requirements and nothing else,
Yeah,
I think.
and the name. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't even think you have any if they are not grayed out, but I'm not sure.
literally everything is here that says, like, what it says what it enables.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but not if it's grayed out. No.
yeah, I'm not going to be adding that because that's a lot of characters and we'll hit the stat THC
Oh,
limit. So
alright. There's a 9 then.
new engine, by the way.
Engine limitations, yeah.
I mean, I made the TBL extender a while ago, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if
it's not worth doing it. Iquare looked into what would be required on the game side, and it's just not worth it.
Oh.
It's like months of work. Well, I guess with that said, I'm going to call this a night for the stream. Thanks for the fun games and the good talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we have a bit of a teaser for whatever we do next, which will presumably involve removing upgrades at some point later on this week. I should have a decent amount of time in the early stages of the week to get some work done on Hydra and stuff. I do have some casting coming up later on this week, so I'll probably be quite busy after that, but we'll see what I can do. And with that, we'll just take it by day, get some more work done. Thanks to everybody who joined on the stream as well, and yeah. Download Hydra, ! Hydra in the chat. See you boys later.
Bye.
Yeah.